Hey gang, it's me, Dr. Steve, your back porch professor. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend, but I can tell you who most certainly is not. And that, of course, is the swamp rat par excellence, John Bolton. But in many respects, and I'm just going to cut to the chase here, while everyone's talking about the raid itself, and we'll certainly get into that, but they're missing the bigger picture here. This is not just about John Bolton. This is about Trump and Kash Patel sending a very clear message to the whole of the swamp, to the whole of the DC permanent political class that's tried to bring down Trump over these last 8 years. You are now all going down, all of you. None of you are above the law anymore. Bolton is just the first of many, many more raids that are about to happen. So as you all know, as of 7 a.m. yesterday morning, the FBI raided Bolton's Bethesda home. They actually pretty much raided every piece of property he's occupied over the last several years. They raided his home. They raided his D.C. office. We're now getting reports that FBI agents removed computer equipment, including a desktop CPU capable of storing sensitive data, multiple boxes of materials taken from both his home and office, various documents and files. Again, the specific contents have not yet been publicly disclosed. What is clear is that the search was specifically related to classified documents that investigators believe Bolton may have improperly handled or retained. And the investigation centers on several key areas. I mean, first and foremost, it surrounds Bolton's 2020 tell-all book about Trump that was supposed to help sabotage Trump's re-election efforts. But ironically, in doing that, it turns out that Bolton included a bunch of classified information in the book. Also, investigators are examining whether Bolton shared portions of his book draft with unauthorized individuals before receiving proper government approval. And the FBI reportedly obtained emails showing Bolton was drafting his manuscript while still employed at the White House. And he shared early sections with his publishing representatives before those sections were cleared by national security agents. We're now also getting reports that CIA Director John Ratcliffe provided FBI Director Kash Patel with information on what they're calling, quote, overseas intelligence that Bolton improperly had in his possession. Again, given the national security sensitivity nature of things, it's all rather cryptic at this point, but legal experts such as my namesake, Jonathan Turley, they're already saying that Bolton is in a heap of trouble and properly handling classified documents and data and leaking them and publishing them comes with a penalty of literally decades in prison. So this guy is in serious hot water. But here's what makes this absolutely brilliant and why this raid represents something much bigger than just going after one warmongering bureaucrat. This raid represents the first real blow against what we commonly refer to as the deep state. These are the unelected bureaucrats who think they're untouchable, the ones who leak classified information to hurt presidents they don't like, the ones who write books and then go on CNN to cash in on their government service, right? Bolton isn't just some random former official. This guy is the epitome of the military-industrial complex. That's what they call him, bombing Bolton. Because the solution to literally every international problem is just more war, more bombing, more forever conflicts that make defense contractors rich while American soldiers come home in flag-draped coffins. So Trump brought him in his first term, if I recall, was more or less to appease the neocon establishment, especially the donor establishment, when Trump was still, I think, somewhat naively trying to build bridges with the neocon wing of the party. So he brought Bolton on, and then he quickly fired him because he realized Bolton was just, again, he's more interested in starting World War III than implementing America First foreign policy. But Bolton and his corruption really is just the tip of the iceberg in the deep state. Bolton, from his office in D.C., literally has his fingerprints in every nefarious activity of the deep state, which means, given the seriousness of these charges, he's guaranteed to sing. Bolton is going to sing like a canary. And that song is going to be bringing down a whole bunch of players here. And so we're talking about, I mean, Bolton is just the first domino to fall here. We now know James Comey is under investigation. John Brennan is under investigation. It looks like the Clintons are in Kash Patel's sights. In fact, just yesterday, Patel revealed that James Comey authorized leaks of classified documents while misleading Congress just before the 2016 election. They actually have hard evidence on that now. So we're talking about a systematic cleaning of the House that should have happened years ago. I mean, these people have been breaking the law left and right. They've been profiting from their positions. They thought they were untouchable because they were part of the Washington establishment, and on and on and on. Well, the establishment just got a very rude wake-up call as of 7 a.m. yesterday morning. So bottom line, I think this is why elections matter. This is why we fought so hard to get Trump back in the White House and why we need people like Kash Patel in positions of actual authority. Because for too long, we've watched a two-tier justice system where the rules only apply to conservatives while liberals skate free. That ends now. But here's what I need you to do, gang. Share this video. Make sure everyone knows what's really happening here with the Bolton raid and why it matters at a larger scale. The legacy media is going to do everything they can to spin this as Trump's revenge and weaponizing the DOJ and all that nonsense. No, this is equal justice under the law, finally. And it's all because of what you did on November the 5th. So make sure to smack that bell and subscribe button if you want to stay updated on every single development of what I'm calling the great cleansing of Washington, D.C. Because this Bolton raid, this is just day one. It's literally just the beginning. The swamp is finally being drained, and it's absolutely beautiful to watch. God bless.